Idaho undergrads murdered in their beds in the middle of the night. Now the prime suspect expected to enter his plea today. Bryan Kohberger facing 4 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of burglary. Prosecutors say he killed Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin, stabbing them multiple times in one of the most brutal murders the nation's ever seen, just before Thanksgiving of last year. NewsNation law and justice analyst and retired FBI agent Jennifer Coffindaffer is with me right now. Jennifer, always great to have you here. And we expected to see Bryan Kohberger again in court, but not until next month. Then an indictment by the secret grand jury speeding things up. This is the first time we're going to be seeing him in court since his arrest. What happens? Is it quick and procedural, or is it emotional?
Well, normally an arraignment like this is very quick. It's usual. It's really where the charges are read to him. In this case, they will probably waive the reading of the indictment, and he will enter a plea of not guilty is what's anticipated. What makes this unusual, I think, is you're going to have family members there that are going to see Bryan Kohberger really for the first time in months. And I expect that to be emotional for them.
In Idaho, defendants can only enter guilty or not guilty pleas. And if a suspect refuses to respond to the judge for whatever reason, the court record will actually place a not guilty plea on their behalf. So do we know at all, have we heard what Kohberger is expected to say?
Yes, he's expected to plead not guilty. He has a crack team of defense attorneys, and that will be the plea that's entered. I feel very confident.
Let's get back to the indictment. It was very hush-hush. Why did prosecutors, do you think, opt for that grand jury?
Well, the grand jury process, a lot of people, because it's secretive and the defense is not there, feel that, is something going in just the direction of the prosecution. But when you're in there and having testified in these, listen, these grand jurors ask amazing questions. They really act as the defense element, if you will, questioning, what about this evidence? What about this? And so it's really quite an exchange. And remember, this grand jury went on for likely several weeks to present all this evidence, and then they had to convene to come up with this decision to true bill Bryan Kohberger. So from this aspect, it's the normal judicial process really practiced throughout the United States and certainly in the federal system as well.
Yeah, nothing surprising about it or nothing unorthodox, so to speak, but I'm sure a lot of these families pleased that some progress is being made. Jennifer Coffindaffer, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.